Evening, people. Good evening. Oh god, it's really hot outside. I'm sweating like a cake in a freezer, hot chocolate cake. My lord. See how I get on. I look like I got a tap over me. It's all the weight I carry as well, which doesn't help. I hope everyone's well on this Sunday evening. Start of the Euro tennis tournament. I seen earlier on the TV. Hello Dano, good evening. Hello Marshall, hope you are well. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Good evening fellas, hope you're well. Good luck this evening in the heat, racing in the heat. MvP racing on a Sunday night, BGWT season 11. Round 2 with the Mazda GT concept vision car. Very loud indeed, very nice. If you recall from last week, lots of action in this car from round 1. Yeah, too hot for... No, not if you put some ice cream on it, Dado. Nice hot chocolate cake, or a nice coffee cake, or something like that. Just get some nice vanilla ice cream, pour it on top, and let it all melt, and then, yes, lovely jubbly into your belly. And that goes to you. Good call, yeah. Mate, but, my God, last week, if anyone watched last week, I know the boys that race in this watched the race after, or a couple of days after the race itself. Last week, first round in this car, and it went down the treat, to be honest with you. Absolutely fantastic, non-stop action from the get-go to the finish. Kyoto Yamagiwa for the feature race. Almost lost my mind the last lap. We have technically four cars that could have got the win of that race, because they all completed an extra lap than the rest of the field. But yeah, hello Dean, hope you're well my friend, hope you are well. Welcome. So, couple of minutes time, I'm going to get the points up, go for a few drivers, but first of all, Greenpeace, aka Steve, I think this evening will be his last time out in the BGWT, due to work commitments. He's finding it quite hard to race. But yeah, wish him all the best, and hopefully sometime in the future, like Tall Stew, he'll come back, and let's see what he can do. Maybe one day, who knows, end of the season, may make a surprise appearance, but who knows. But we all wish him well, MVP boys as well, everyone else, everyone that watches this stream, they know Greenpeace anyway. He's always pottering, sort of like to the rear, but he never gives up. So he'll be missed, but yeah, it was a good watch. Yeah, it was a good watch, Brownie. I mean, when these boys are on it, and they're on it that evening, or one evening, it's just absolutely non-stop, mate, from the get-go, from the to the end. That's just how it's always been. I've done 3 seasons with MVP. This is my 3rd season with them. No, season 9 in the Subaru. Then we had the Alpha 4C in the season 10, and then we go to this Vision concept car for the season 11. I'm with them until around about season 15, or when I've had enough. But one live per week does me okay, and then the rest of my commentaries always done post-race offline, so I add certain things. And that OBS, I'm not live, I'm not live next week. So the race next week won't be live. It'll be a post-race. It'll be the week after. I got some dealings at the hospital, so the post-race will be done for the week 20th, which is next Sunday. So in the week after the 20th, sort of like around the Thursday, Friday, I'll get out that race done on a post-race, but I'll be back for the 27th for the live. I don't need a lot of time to to recover and get over things. My body does heal quite quick. So hopefully I'll be there then. But I've got to be here then, because I can't miss any more. Last season I missed the race and it was difficult. I wanted to jump on, but I couldn't. But KB, buyparcel.com, Valtteri, Digital Car Culture, check them out on Facebook. We are driven, sponsored this, buyparcel.com as well, and Infinity Decals, Digital Car Culture, check them out. Archie's Journey, that's a big thing at the minute. Let's see, I'm hearing a lot of lately as well. I've been hearing a little bit. I don't know a lot about it, so I don't want to say too much about that, and I need to get a bit more clarification on that. So I don't know who's who the gentleman was of that young child, but you know, thoughts are with him right about now. So I've been hearing a lot of that as well. But Valtteri there, digital car culture. Who are we looking at now? The boys chat about the racing. Yeah, Racing Snake representing my YouTube channel, Idle4 Gaming. That's what you're watching now. Doing a good old job. You know, they was there last season, Idle4 Gaming. They're back again. Racing Snake. Then we got a Pilo as well, Racing Snake's teammate in Idle4 Gaming, representing Idle4 Gaming Esports. Then we have Adam MvP, which is I've got to wake up now. Mass Motorsport. Sorry, yeah. So Adam, part of. Let me get the points up a minute. I'm going to go off chat, so I need to get all these points up because I need to go through it quickly. And then we've got the qualification at 9:05. Then we've got the race, 15-minute sprint race, and then in the interval before the feature race, we got ballast occurred to the top 8 drivers in the championship. So in the interval before the feature race, I go through who's carrying what. Etc, etc. Remember, the ballast has been technically doubled. It was 105 the maximum ballast last season. It's now 108, so it's a bit of an increase. So it's adapting with that weight on the car. Not only they got the fuel as well, they got to manage the tyre wear. Not easily done. A lot of concentration involved in that side of things. So in regards to, I won't go for the drivers, I haven't got enough time. I got around about 10 minutes to talk about the points and last week. Let me get my glasses on because I'm talking blind at the minute. Yeah, they're battling already. It's only practice. You just get a taste of things, you know. Let me get my glasses on. Hang on a minute. God. Never ready, Darren. Never ready. Never ready. So yeah, last week we had action-packed, non-stop racing. Absolutely phenomenal racing. But going for the points, it's quite already. With the start of this season, and we're now into round 2, we have the pro category. We have Mr. X Factor himself, KB, there leading the way with 51 points, but he is tied on points with West there in 3rd position in practice. They both got 51 points in the pro category. Then we got the founder that runs MVP. Where is he gone? Deno. He's probably in the pits. Deno. There's Deno there. Yeah, he's out on track practicing. Deno 3rd in the pro category with 43 points. Then we have TKM Spadders. He's been karting for majority of the day. I've been watching him as well. There he is in 2nd. He's currently sitting in 4th in the championship standings with 42 points. Then we have Adam MVP. Was promoted from Pro-Am last season. He is now in the pro category, sitting on 32 points in 5th place. Then we have Ickle Pants, the man that does all the posters and the fancy stuff in and around MVP. Where is he gone? Is he here yet? There he is. There's Ickle Pants. Ickle Pants, bottom of the pro category in 6th last week. I think last week was a bit of an off week for Ickle Pants. I don't normally see that from Ickle Pants. He's normally flat out on it, but it's adapting to the car as well. So yeah, I'm sure this evening is going to be a different night for Mark there, Ickle Pants. Let's see how he gets on. So that's your pro standings at the minute. Pro-Am. So in regards to Pro-Am, they got the black window sticker along the windscreen, and then the pros have got the white along the windscreen. So in regards to leading the way in the Pro-Am category at the minute, it's Pilo. I'm sorry I'm going through this. I haven't plugged in the keyboard yet. Pilo there, he's currently leading Pro-Am with 50 points. In 2nd, we have Valtteri. Digital car culture, where's Valtteri gone? He's probably in the pit somewhere, or is he just out on track? Valtteri there, he's currently sitting in 2nd on 46 points. Then we have Rob, AXR Group 89, that is. Where is he to? There he is. Rob there, 3rd in the Pram category at the minute, but he was a solo driver for Team AXR. He has now been joined by a 2nd driver of that team, which is Illusion 428, who I know anyway from a previous league. So I don't know if he's in the room, but I'm sure he'll be here shortly. So Rob there in 3rd with 33 points. Then we have Crowcrad. There he is there. Crowcrad, he's sitting in 4th in the Prime category with 33 points. Then we have 2 crow crowds, so that's an error. Racing Snake, as you've seen previously, he is representing Idle 4 Gaming. So Racing Snake there, sitting in technically 5th with 32 points. Then we have Fat Pickles Road representing We Are Driven. Please check them out on Facebook as well. Marshall is part of the We Are Driven racing team. Marshall there, he's currently sitting in 8th with 30 points. Fat Pickles Road Dave, is he out on track or is he in the pits? He might be in the pits, Dave. Let's go and have a look. Or did he leave the room? He's in the room. He's at the top there. So Fat Pickles Road Dave for team We Are Driven as well. He's currently on 30 points like his teammate Marshall. Bazinga, I don't think Bazinga's here, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think he is. No, he's not here yet, Bazinga. He's sitting in 9th in the category of 18. And then we have Steve Greenpeace. He's, as I say, he's there. I'm going to give him a little bit more viewing. I do anyway, I scroll up and down, but it's his last outing for MVP in the BGWT. Been here for quite a while as well. He will be missed, He's always, he never gives up, this gentleman, and he's always there, lurking around in the background. But I wish him the best, wish him well. But in regards to the sprint race, no fuel, no tyre wear, nothing. Flat out 15 minutes non-stop action. Manufacturer side of things as well, Darren. Hello, yes. The heat's getting to me already. Manufacturers, now, it's interesting because early on we do have bypass.com Racing, which is represented by KB and LS Steno. They're leading by a single point, 94 points over TKM Motorsport. TKM Motorsport in second with 93 points. Then we have Mass Motorsport in third with 43 points. Then we have Idle 4 Gaming Esports in fourth with 39. Then we have Digital Car Culture with 28. Sorry, hang on a minute. No, yeah, 28. Then we have Team We Are Driven with 23. And then tying at the bottom of the manufacturers is Lazy Old Dog Racing and Team AXR Racing, both with 15 points. So they're gonna be reverse layout of this track. If you've raced this before, you know what it's about. It can come tricky in places. It's fascinating, it's interesting. This is a sprint race, 15 minutes flat out, jobby, no fuel, no tyre wear, anything goes to a certain extent. Penalties aren't on, and they're not turned on within MVP racing. As I say each week, they're turned off. Teams are told, and each driver is told as well, do not abuse the track limits, because if you're deemed to abuse track limits, like cut a chicane instead of going around that chicane, you will incur a penalty, even a disqualification. Racing incidents, if they're minimal, you may get a verbal warning, or if they're serious and there's deliberate intent there, you can get harsher penalties. But I don't think that will happen. I haven't seen it happen. I've seen a couple of disqualifications where they don't run that mandatory tyre in the feature race, but as I say, in the interval after the sprint, we'll go through the feature race there. All the ballast, the tyre compounds, and the fuel, and etc, etc. 5 minutes qualification for each the sprint race and the feature race. There is no reverse grid for the feature race. So yeah, it's again, it's different, and it's interesting to see Marshall there. Let's see how he gets on this evening. I think he does like this track, but the other way around. Smiley faces on that car. He's still smiling from his win, his first league win a couple of weeks ago. But please do check out We Are Driven, Buy a Parcel, Digital Car Culture, the Archie's Journey, that's still ongoing. Lissy as well. I've heard about Lissy, but I can't confirm about that yet. Maybe when I'm next live, I will confirm the ins and outs of that. But I just seen it the other night on Twitch, like for Lissy, or is it Issy or something like that? So I don't know what's happened there, but if I get more information, I will let you all know. But 5 minutes to go. Qualification to get underway. Wheel issues reached. So KB, yeah, he's having a few issues with the wheel. It's been ongoing for a couple of weeks, and I do hope he does sort that out. Because to be honest with you, he doesn't need it right about now. Because I know he's the current pro champion from last season, and we got Adam. He's the current Pro-Am champion from last season as well. But let's see what he can do. Maybe he'll exit the room. Maybe they'll wait for him. Well, I don't know if he's just actually sitting in the pits. He's sitting in the pits. He's having a couple of issues there. There may be a slight delay, so I do apologise. But let's see if KB can get out and try. I don't know where Rob's teammate is. I haven't seen him yet. That's Illusion. What's that? Oh, he's still carrying his ballast. Yeah, ballast. We'll go through that in the interval anyway. Yeah, we're not. Illusion's not here yet, so I don't know if he's racing this evening or maybe next week. We'll wait and see. But West battled away last week with KB, Spatters, and Deno, Kyoto Yamagiwa and Mubai. We're just non-stop action. There's just nose to tail all the way. Let me have a look who's chatting to me now. Maybe they're updating me on drivers. I'm pretty sure Illusion is meant to be here this evening. Let me just double check. I've got four people. I've got 12 comments, and let's see what's going on. Yeah, I did say that. Oh, next week, Deno. Oh yeah, so Illusion next week. Thank you, Deno. Appreciate that. So Deno next week. Illusion next week. He starts next week. Yeah, I know Greenpeace. I know it's Greenpeace's last race. I have mentioned that lead. I haven't forgot about that, my friend. But where is he? There he is. Let's go in car. Let's see if we can go in car. In car now with Greenpeace Steve. The last outing in the BGWT. Challenging tracks are they're going to be as it is anyway. The reverse layout is even more technical. High to low corners, camber as well. You can see it on this corner actually, the elevation of the track as well, because normally you drop downhill and you're going uphill now, and it's more understeery this way as well. This corner coming up now, heavy braking zone, you want to drop it down, go out wide, cut it in tight if you can, each to their own, each driver's different, I do get that, but he's now heading towards the final few corners of the track as he heads onto the long back straight over the start timing line. So let's see how he gets on. So you clip this and then straight onto that power, and Racing Snakes just up in front. So we have Greenpeace in car with Greenpeace, last outing for BGWT. I'm going to actually do a full lap with him actually. I'm going to do a full lap with Greenpeace. Let's see how he gets on. Flat out section, slight lift, left, right, clip that, lift it even more, hug that apex if you can. Maybe Racing Snake's putting off a little bit. Oh, he gets in the way, Racing Snake. Go on, Steve, carry on. Don't worry about him. Down the inside. Yeah, down the inside there of Racing Snake. So this is well tricky. You know, how would you do it? I'm not quite sure. I know it's back end wants to kick out there. This one as well, heavy braking. Keep it in tight to that apex if you can, and straight onto that accelerator. But change gear as well. Go into a higher gear just to stabilise the rear of that car and this right kink. And we've got the elevation going up the track as well. So keep it in tight. And then drop it down a couple of gears off that accelerator, hug that apex, run it all the way around. Yeah, perfect there, out wide, and then out. Heavy braking, clip that apex, straight onto the accelerator now. Greenpeace says, probably thinking, Darren, what you saying to me, leave me alone. But now he's heading around the final part. This is on-board out with Greenpeace. Yeah, let's see how he gets on. You never know, he might get a win. Will they let him win this evening? We'll wait and see. But nice out there from Greenpeace. But apart from that, I think we're getting underway shortly. KB is having a few issues. TKM Spatters there. Adam, Marshall, Pilo, Valtteri, Greenpeace, Crowcrowd, Racing Snake, Fat Boogles Bro, Rob, Deno, Icklepants, West, KB, all ready to start this qualification for the sprint race. Let's have a good race, good luck. Darren, it would help if you put in your keyboard, wouldn't it? Yeah, Darren, yeah. Yeah, wakey, Darren. So then let me put my keyboard in. Let's get this all up and running. 5 minutes qualification. Who can grab that pole position? Maximum points, you know, get that pole, point for pole, point for fastest lap, maximum points for a race win. Who could do what? Can a Pro-Am challenge to Pro this evening? We'll wait and see. Let me just get the keyboard up. Let's get it up. So keyboard up. Deno always likes to come out of the pits first. Clear out the front. So the onboard lap will be done with Deno like it always is in qualification, and during the race as well I will do an onboard lap as well. It might be a different driver, or it might be the same driver, but who knows. Going, making sure everything's working, because I've only just plugged it in. My keyboard's got a tendency not to really work. So there. So Deno is in 5th at the minute, but he's slowly going up. So Deno up to 3rd now. So Deno in 1st position. As we've seen with Greenpeace, we've done an onboard lap with Greenpeace. This time around, we're going to do LS Deno. KB is right behind his teammate as well. Bioparcel.com Racing, what can they do? Can they get the maximum points again? Or will the TKM boys challenge him? Or the Mass boys? Or the Idle Gaming? Who knows? We are driven as well, you know. We've got digital car culture. Anyone can win a race in this league. These cars are tricky. Dragon Trail Seaside for the feature race straight after. And then I'll talk about the ballast and what to expect and what they're going to carry, etc, etc. So now, head on the start-finish straight. Cross that timing line. This left-right section, how does he do it? Slight lift there, drop down a couple of gears, clip that apex. KB slightly gained a bit of time onto LS Deno through the start of that lap. So this section as well, I think it's lift off coast, drop down a couple of gears, clip that apex, which he's done there. Ran it a bit wide of that apex, so he's going to lose a bit of time there, but KB's still sitting behind, getting that slipstream effect. This corner here does have a tendency to kick the rear end of the car out. But he's managed to stable that car. Elevation as we head uphill now. And brake. Drop it down a couple of gears. Put that apex. Run this curve. Run that curve if you can. Run that curve if you can. Send that out wide. Back out wide again to the left. Brake. Drop it down a couple of gears. Clip that apex. Straight back on the accelerator. Nice job there. Nice job. And KB has gained to the back of LS Deno. But they are teammates, remember. They're helping each other out. So you're heading towards the final corner now, heavy brake in. You want to try and clip that, which he has done. This car, it likes to drift. Perfect drift car if anyone's into drifting. But LS Deno now coming down to start finish line. He has done I think KB, a 1:17.705 by KB there. West in 3rd position, what can he do? He's currently sitting in 3rd. So Bioparcel at the moment, 1 and 2. TKM Spatters. Down to 5th now. We've got Valtteri. Ickelpants up to 4th. Valtteri up to 5th. Rob to 7th. Some surprises at the minute. Racing Snake in 8th. Adam in 9th. Dave Pat Picklesrow in 10th. Pilo in 11th. Greenpeace in 12th. Doing a good job. 13th now. And Crowcad there in 14th position. So KB almost half a second quicker than his teammate, but anything now they've swapped roles, so LS Deno is benefiting from the slipstream from his teammate KB. If you remember last time around, it was LS Deno giving the slipstream to KB. So yeah, let's see what LS Deno can do. Ickle Pants, Valtteri, TKM Spatters, no improvement so far for the sectors. Rob Marshall one to watch this evening. Remember last week in the feature race he was up there. Greenpeace went off track. Let's see if he can compose himself and get back on track and get some good points at the start of this race. So yeah, KB and LS Deno. Is KB improving? It does look like he is a little bit. Heading to the start timing line now. No, he's lost a little bit of time. Can LS Deno now capitalise from his teammate? Good wins. West there in 3rd. Spatters up to 3rd now. So Spatters up to 3rd position. So we got Bioparcel.com Racing 1 and 2 and TKM 3 and 4. Wow, interesting. And Ickle Pants in 5th position. He'll be wanting redemption this evening. Ickle Pants from last week. He had a bad night last week. Valtteri, good job so far. Valtteri in 6th position. Rob as well with 7th for Team AXR. Fat Brookers Road Dave now up to 8th. Getting that slipstream effect from Adam. Dave in 8th. Pilo in 9th. But he's got his teammate up in front of him, so he's getting that slipstream effect as well. Adam in 10th position. Racing Snake, oh, he's gone off track there. Dave went off track a little bit. That's going to affect him. Dirt on the tyres. Racing Snake in 11th. Marshall in 12th position. Let's see what he can do. He's up a bit on his time right about now. Crowcad in 13th. Greenpeace in 14th. Can LS Deno? No, he's fallen back a bit now from KB. KB looks like to me he's improving on his lap time. Can he increase that time Can TKM Spatters challenge KB for that pole position? Can Elesteno grab it off of KB? They're heading towards the start timing line now. Wow, he has improved 1:17.609. Elesteno half a second behind his teammate. West on pole. Wow, you see what I mean? West on pole position. 1:17.438. You never know with West. The last minute he just brings it out of the bag. He's like, yes, I am here. So we have TKM Motorsport, West in first. KB, Bypass.com Racing in second. Elesteno, Bypass.com Racing in third. TKM Spatters, TKM Motorsport team now in fourth. Icklepants in fifth. Valtteri in sixth. Rob in seventh at the minute. Fat Pickles Row in eighth. Then we have Pilo in ninth. Adam in 10th. Racing Snake in 11th. Marshall in 12th. Crowcrad in 13th. And Greenpeace to the rear in 14th position. We now head on to a 15-minute sprint race. There's no pit stops. It's just flat out 15 minutes of racing. Who can get the win in this race? We never know. We never know about MVP racing. I never know what to expect. I just sit here and I just say what's what. And they produce the goods, you know, on track. So now 15 minutes of racing. Who get the perfect start off the line? Easy does it for the first lap or half a lap or first corner. But if it's anything like last week, it's a kick off from the get-go. So West, KB, Elesteno, the top three. Spatters just behind there in fourth position behind Elesteno. It's all about perfect getaway. I think KB will have the better line into that first left-right. Can he get the jump there onto West? So West will spin from the rear of these cars as well. There is no traction control on. The only assist available is ABS in this league. So West getting them underway. This ain't the best camera, GT Sport. That's the perfect camera. So West just jumps in front of KB there, but Elesteno down the inside there of his teammate. And then we've got TKM Spatters in the inside there of KB. And TKM Spatters up to third now. What can TKM Spatters do? Can he make it TKM 1 and 2 early on in the race? But KB is just sitting behind. Then we've got Icklepants coming on through, giving KB a little bit of a nudge, and Rob up to 6th already. Valtteri now down to 7th. Let's go up quickly. Let's see what's going on. West to Elesteno is half a second. KB and TKM Spatters are going to have their own little private battle, just like Elesteno and West. So that will hold them up. And that will give Icklepants their prime position to jump these two. And as you see there, KB runs it a little bit wide, and Icklepants down the inside there of KB, and they're side by side, rubbing doors, banging doors to each other. And Icklepants, a lovely move there for it. If you can hold it off, oh, that would have been a lovely move there for Icklepants, that cutback. Rob there in 6th. Then we have Pilo just sit behind Rob. What can Pilo do? Unfortunately, Valtteri's dropped down to 8th now. Adam right behind Valtteri in 9th. Marshall up to 10th. So he's having a good old race at the minute. Crowcrad in 11th. Greenpeace in 12th. Fat Pickles Road now down to 13th position. So Fat Pickles Road not having a good start to this race. Can he compose himself and get back up there? So West leading away from Elesteno in a lap or two. I'll do it on board lap. It's quite close at the minute, so I don't want to shy away from it. TKM Spatters runs it onto the grass. So he's going to have dirty tyres as they head around this right section. And his double right apex corners coming up now. Can TKM Spatters keep on the grey stuff? KB in 4th, 2.3 seconds behind the leaders so far. Icklepants in 5th, still harassing to the rear of KB in 4th position, and Rob is slowly catching up to the rear, and he's breaking away from Pilo as well in 7th position. Then we got Valtteri. He's in the hunt now for that 7th position off of Pilo. Can Valtteri do it? But they got to watch out for Adam MVP as well. Adam MVP is just sitting behind Valtteri, and he goes to the inside of Valtteri. A little bit of contact there, sends Valtteri wide. But can Valtteri get Adam back there maybe? As they head down, drop down to the right-hander. No, he's just dropping back a little bit. But Valtteri will buy time, and he will get back up there. Marshall in 10th. Marshall slowly closing to the rear of Valtteri. Under second, Marshall is bringing it right about now in this race. Then we have, Crowcrad 11th. Greenpeace in 12th. Fat Pickles Road 13th. Race Snake in 14th. West breaking away now from Elesteno 1.1, but then Elesteno's got to watch out for TKM Spatters, West's teammate, and they have broke away from KB. KB seems to be having a few wheel issues, so hence why he's a bit further back, but he's just taking it nice and easy. TKM Spatters to the rear of Elesteno. Where will TKM Spatters do a move? drifting around that corner from LS Steno, and he's kept it on that grey stuff. West is putting away. It's a 1.7 second gap between first and second. Now LS Steno again, the back end goes a bit loose around that corner. What can TK and Spatters do? Is he looking for a perfect opportunity? Maybe as they head uphill, dive down the inside, maybe get that move done? Or will he hang around the outside, switch it to the... No, he's not doing that move right about. He's just buying his time. He's just buying his time. KB there in fourth, still being harassed by Icklepants in that fifth position. So having their private battle still. Rob, drop back a little bit from Icklepants, 1.5 second gap now. But if you can just keep it on track, not run it wide. Oh, as I say that. Darryl, what are you doing to him? Sorry, Rob, my fault. Apologies, mate. So Adam now promoted up to 7, Pilo up to 6, with Rob clipping that barrier. Unfortunately, now that's dropped him way down. Valtteri up to 8. That promotes Marshall up to 9, and he is in that prime attack mode to the rear of Valtteri for that 8th position. So can Marshall, on the end of this long straight, get that position off of Valtteri? He's looking for it, you know. He's looking for it. No, he just backed off a bit. He's like, right, I know where I can get you. I'll try next time around. Crowcrad in 10th position with his Raiden wherever he is. Where are you, Crowcrad? It's dry out there, my friend. Rob now down to 11, but he's not impressed with that at all. Dave in 12th. Can he catch up to Rob? We'll come back to this. And Greenpeace in 13th. Racing Snake in 14th. West bad in behind, ladies and gentlemen. We've got LS Steno, and we now have got KB in the mix as well for this second and third spot off of these two drivers. And can he do it around here? Oh, massive moment there for KB. Oh, wow, you don't see that often. So KB now, unfortunately, has had a massive moment trying to overtake these two cars. So KB now, on board now with KB. What went wrong for KB? So on board now with KB. He seems to have... Oh, he clipped that curb and the grey and the gravel, sorry, and that spun the car around. So now, unfortunately, KB's got it all to do. KB now down to 11th position. He's normally up there, the top 3. And now, unfortunately, he may lose a few points in this race, but I think that Will is not playing games in a minute. So LS Steno now has got it all to do for BuyBots.com Racing, but LS Steno hasn't only got the attention of TK and Spatters, he's also got the attention of Icklepants. Icklepants there in right behind in the boot there of LS Steno. He's like, I'm gonna come in your boot, and then Spatters like, no, come back, boys, I want that position back. But unfortunately, TK and Spatters drifting around that corner, and TK and Spatters has lost out big time there. LS Steno and Icklepants side by side. What can Icklepants do? Can Icklepants get his position off of LS Steno? Because West is loving life at the front. It's like, yes, hello, look at me. Yes, I'm the West Side Massive, and I'm breaking away from you behind. So 1 second lead, LS Steno and Icklepants helping each other there. KB, very unfortunate there from KB. He doesn't normally do a lot of errors, and I think his will has a part to play in that. So TK Spatters has now caught up to the rear of Icklepants. And like last week at Kyoto Yamagiwa, we have a battle for first position. We have first, second, third, fourth, all close together. Let's go down quickly. Adam up to 5th, Pilo 6th, Valtteri in 7th. Woo! Valtteri, Marshall there, flashing his hazards. He's like, yes, hello, I am behind you, Valtteri. I will come on by when I see that opportunity. Marshall in 8th, Crowcrad in 9th, Rob in 10th, and KB just trying to recover now from that moment and try and get a few more points in the bag. Facrbook Road Race Snake, Greenpeace. Let's go at West. West has got the attention of LS Steno now. So LS Steno must be a fan of this track, and LS Steno has got West in his sights, and he's like, hello Westy boy, you was 1.3 seconds up the road. Now I've took a second out of you. I'm going to come for that first position to try and get that maximum points for BuyBarstool.com Racing. But then West will be like, no. Oh, down the inside there from LS Steno, a little bit of contact. Oh, and again another one, another BuyBarstool.com Racing team clipped the gravel and almost lost it. So that would have been 2 of the BuyBarstool.com Racing teammates hitting that gravel, spin around. But good job there from LS Steno. He managed to catch that off the accelerator, keep the car steady, and get it back on the grey stuff. So LS Steno almost lost it. But unfortunately now he's lost time to West. But he's got the attention of Mr. Sparrow, TK and Spatters right behind him. And Icklepants as well. Icklepants is still lurking. So again, any error from the top 3 Eagle Pants pull, sorry, Ticket and Spatters pulls to the inside. Does he get it move done? No, Elastano hangs it around, yeah, or Ticket and Spatters hasn't got that move done. So these two again fighting is enabling Mr. Eagle Pants, Mr. Mark there to slowly close up and hopefully, you know, have that 4-car battle for that lead again. Maybe West now is thinking, right, I'm having errors here. I need to perfect them errors and just try and break away. And he is again. 1.6 second gap like it was a few laps ago. Elastano in second, still with TK and Spatters behind. Then we've got Icopans in fourth. Adam in fifth. Slowly coming under pressure now from Pilo in sixth. Then we have Valtteri in seventh position. Coming up from a top from Marshall now. Hello, Marshall. God, you're on it tonight. KB up to ninth, so now they got to watch out for Mr. Rapid X Factor man behind in ninth position to get these positions off of these guys. And Marshall clips that gravel ever so slightly, so he'll have a little bit of dirt on the tyres. Valtteri drifting around that corner, so Valtteri's in drift mode at the moment, but KB is in prime attack mode now. You can see these cars up ahead, you can see the 4 cars up ahead. Any points doesn't matter to KB. Crowcloud in 10th position, then we have Facrbook as well in 11th, Rob in 12th, Racing Snake in 13th, and Greenpeace in 14th. Up the front we go. Just over 5 minutes to go in West, 1.6 second gap, and again we got these two battling out. We got Elastano and Chicken and Spatters battling out for second and third, but still this gentleman here, Icopans, he's just being patient because he knows if these two have a little bit of a coming together, it's going to slow him up, and Icopans Mark can just slowly go on through. But the thing is, will these two ahead of him make that error? Because West now has lost that round about half a second again to Elastano, so he's losing it in certain places, and Elastano is gaining from that in certain places. And TKM Spatters as well is falling back half a second now between him and Elastano. Elastano again wants to attack West in first position. KB up to 8th now, so KB has got past Marshall there, so Marshall in 9th position. Still good points for Marshall. KB in 8th, Valtteri in 7th. Valtteri isn't no guy just to give up easy. He will give up a fight as well. So I expect a little bit of fight from Valtteri for KB to come on through. It won't be so easy, I don't think. So will Valtteri battle KB? I think he will. Well, he's in his right to, you know, he's racing for position. Pilo in 6th, doing a good job there for Idleful Gaming. Adam in 5th. So I think this gap has stabilised now, but it's all about these at the front. West 1.3, Spatters again dropped back a bit from Elastano in second. Icopants Mark just waiting, 4 minutes to go. When will Mark bounce? It's a little bit like karting, you know, the last final minute they push some sort of button, or they increase the power of the car, and it just you know, it all closes up in the last lap. Adam in 5th, KB now up to 7th, so he's got past Valtteri there. Let's see where this move was done. So KB looking down the inside there of Valtteri. That move was done as they drop down to the double right apex corners there. So West 1.3, Elastano a second now to TKM Spatters. So yeah, Icopants, a little bit of a moment there, a little bit of a wiggle on from the rear of that car, but Adam is getting the attention now from Pilo. So Pilo in that 6th position is closing to the back of Adam, but they got to watch out for Mr. KB there in the background in 7th position. Interesting race so far. West leading away on board lap with West quickly. So West now coming up to lap Greenpeace. As I say previously, you know, Greenpeace was just, you know, he may be last, but he's still there and he won't give up. But he will be missed, you know, once this evening ends. This is his final evening for the BGWT due to work commitment. So West now dropping downhill to this left-hander behind Greenpeace. So Greenpeace will get them. Oh, that's close. Yeah, a bit of a moment there for West as he dropped down to that left-hander. But I think now West will again increase that gap half a second. So West doing okay so far, but that gap is closing. I got a feeling we're going to have that 4-car battle for the win in this race, because Elastano has not given up. So he's dropped around, or Pilo's left the room. Pilo has left the room. Why is he left? Maybe some connection issues, I'm not sure. But hopefully he comes back. But unfortunate to see that. So Elastano in 2nd position. West I got a feeling Elisteno's going to get West down the straight, isn't he? So Elisteno, he's there, and West is West is going to come under massive pressure from Elisteno. Will Elisteno dive it down the inside? Bazinga's joined the room as well. So down the outside there, West. Will he switch it back to the inside? Elisteno looking for that move on the inside, and he has indeed. Lovely move there from Elisteno. That switch back onto West, but West won't give up easy. West down the inside of Elisteno as well. Oh, a little bit of contact there from them two. But Robin's racing, as they say. TK and Spatters in the mix now. So TK and Spatters wants a bit of this action. So the two teammates spurn it. West into the gravel. West into the gravel. Ickelpants, will he pounce from this? Elisteno has took the lead in the race. So Elisteno, can he win the race? But they got an extra lap after this. So anything can happen. West can close up. West can close up. Oh, my God. See what I mean? What they do to me. Yeah, they're okay. Valtteri's in 7th. Bazinga's just joined the room. Bazinga's joined a little bit late. So Valtteri in 7th. So Elisteno breaking away now from TK and Spatters. But West is a second back from his teammate there. Ickelpants is the one that could quite possibly get the final podium spot. KB, he isn't too far away, 7 seconds. But for him to get that time back on one lap, it's just too much. Adam there in 6th. Valtteri in 7th. Marshall in 8th. Doing a good job there. Facrbook was wearing 9th, Racing Snake in 10th. Then we have Crowcrown in 11th, Rob in 12th, Greenpeace in 13th. Unfortunately, we've lost Pilo. They both gone to the grass there, Elisteno and TK and Spatters. Can TK and Spatters get the win in this race? Because I know Elisteno, he will defend. He won't give up so easily there. But TK and Spatters drop it down here now to the left-hander. Elisteno just protecting them corners. He's like, no, Spatters, I'm going to make it hard for you. We're now onto the final lap. It's now or never. Adam, what can you do? Because West... so Ickelpants is falling back from West now. It's all about the winning this race. TK and Spatters looking for it, but he cannot do it. And still, TK and Spatters is just sitting behind Elisteno. And he's just waiting for that opportunity. And I'm pretty sure Elisteno won't give that opportunity so easily. Will he dive down the inside? Elisteno closed that door a little bit too late. A little bit of contact there. Pushes Elisteno a bit wide. So he backs off there, TK and Spatters. Wow. Wow. But Spatters can still get this position off of Elisteno. They drop down now to the start timing line. Who will get the win? Elisteno. Will he get the win? He will get the win. Elisteno, the winner of the sprint race of round number 2. TK and Spatters in 2nd. West in 3rd. Ickelpants in 4th. KB recovered up to 5th. Very unfortunate there from KB. I just think the wheel's playing up, as he said previously. Adam is 6th. Valtteri, good job there for Digital Car Culture in 7th. Marshall in 8th. Facrbook was wearing 9th. Well done, Marshall. Facrbook was wearing 9th. Racing Snake in 10th. Crowcrown in 11th. Robin in 12th. And Greenpeace, unfortunately, to the rear in 13th position. We lost Pilo, which is very unfortunate indeed. But Elisteno, well done to Elisteno there. Great battling from the start from these guys. This is what I mean, MVP racing. If you want racing on a Sunday night, it's about the MVP boys. And they always produce top stuff. Yeah, you get contact here and there. Well done, Elisteno. You get contact here and there, but you're doing racing. And as you see, they back off. So that's a way of apologising. And then they carry on. They forget about it. And then they kick off again. So let's go for the final results. And then we'll talk about ballast. But before ballast, I think my throat needs a drink. So, race results there. Cracking. I feel for KB. I really do. He went for that overtake round the outside. It didn't quite pay off. And he just clipped that gravel. And the car just spun around in the gravel. But Elisteno was your winner of round number 2 of the sprint race at Sardinia B. TK and Spatters in 2nd. West in 3rd. Led the race for quite a while. But one little error, he ran it. He got the wheels onto the gravel, so he got a little bit of dirt. So that slowed him up, and that enabled Elisteno and TK and Spatters just to, capitalise from that and just jump on through. Ickelpants in 4th, KB in 5th, Adam in 6th. Good result there from Adam. But KB did recover well in the end. Valtteri, great result there for Digital Car Culture, and Marshall as well for Team We Are Driven. So we've got the two teammates in 8th and 9th. Cracking results there for their team. Racing Snake in 10th. Good job there for Idlefull Gaming, but unfortunately we lost Pilo. Maybe technical reason, but I hope everything's okay with Pilo. Crowcrown in 11th. Rob as well, he clipped that barrier. around that right-hander, that poke out barrier. And he was running up in 6th, but unfortunately he finished in 12th. And Greenpeace to the rear in 13th position. We had one retirement, which was Pilo, and the fastest lap was done by West on lap number 7, 1:17.622. Couple minutes break, but before that, I'm just going to get a quick drink, and I'll talk about the ballast. The ballast has doubled technically, so the top 2 in the championship will be carrying that maximum ballast. So the top 2 in the championship are technically 100 kilos heavier than the other 8 which are carrying ballast. But I'm gonna get a quick drink. I'll talk about that now. But yeah, fantastic racing. I just this is what I love, you know, about the MVP. It's close and it's fair, and that's just how it is in MVP. That's how it is. So let's go and watch a few people on track. I always say it. I always say, right, Darren, get a drink, you know, refresh your throat and whatnot, but I never do. I'm going to do it now anyway. Focus on a car for the minute, then I'll get the ballast information up. Let's go in car with Rob, if we can. In car with Rob now. So, get a quick drink. Give me a minute. Thank you. So then, you're probably thinking, come on Darren, hurry up with the ballast, Darren, come on, chop. Right, I'm going to go for the ballast now, right? What's happened to Pilo, sorry? Yeah. Alright, hope everything's okay, Pilo. Hope everything's okay, my friend. So, ballast is it's an interesting one. Because from last, like I said earlier on in the evening, from last season, it has technically doubled in it. For the lead runners, it's 108%. So the gentleman carrying the maximum ballast this evening, 108%, ladies and gentlemen. They're 100 kilos heavier than the rest of the field. So it's not only adapting to managing that fuel load, because fuel and tyre depletion is on. I'll go for that in a minute. So that's all on. So KB, the last time out, he spun off into he clipped the gravel and spun off, and he came 5th. But again, we got 5 minutes qualification prior to the feature race. So KB, 108%, ladies and gentlemen, 108%. That's technically I'm quite heavy, so that we can say that's 2 of me. So that's 2 of me in a car plus the fuel in the car, plus it's managing that fuel in that car and managing that tyre wear as well. Sorry, notes and luggage. So KB carrying that weight, 108%. So that is a massive 1,350 kilos. So 1,350 kilos. That's 1,350 kilos. So if you think the box standard weight is 100, if you don't run like the extra ballast in a league race, or you can add that 102. They normally had 105 last season, and it's now 108. So that's so much ballast to handle over a 30-minute race. I wish them luck. West is the other guy carrying that ballast as well. So West will be carrying 108% like KB. Then we have LS Steno. LS Steno will be 100 kilos lighter than West and KB. So LS Steno 106%. LS Steno, I don't think he's out in the pits. So LS Steno is not out of the pits yet. LS Steno and TKN Spadas 106%. So they're lighter, 100 kilos lighter than KB and West. Then we have Pilo, who unfortunately had to go. It's very unfortunate. So that'll be Adam, 104%. Carrying that ballast. Pro driver now. Then we have Balto and Ickelpants. They're the light cars, but they're still carrying ballast with 103%. And the rest of the field can technically go, right, yeah, you're carrying this, we're not carrying nothing. We're light as a carry bag, floating carry bag in the air. But you've got a brick in your car. and you got to manage. Sorry, you got a brick in your carrier bag. But KB and West have got like 40 bricks in their carrier bag. That's just how it is. That is probably exaggeration, but it's managing the weight. So you've got like 40 bricks in the carry bag compared to 1 brick in the carry bag. You got the difference there, haven't you? So it's, you know, it's managing it, and this is what they got to do. They got to manage that extra weight, and they got to manage the fuel. They got to manage the tires. Management strategy, 100% for this race is key. In regards to tire depletion, we are ×6 for tire wear and ×2 for fuel depletion. So they'll have enough fuel to complete the race, but they must run 3 compounds in this feature race. Racing soft, racing medium, racing hard. Minimum 3 laps. So you see a lot of them go out, they do the hard for like, I don't know, 6, 7. They'll run the medium for the same amount of time, or they may choose to run the soft just to bridge that gap even more at the start of the race, and then do the medium, do the hard, or do the hard, do the medium. But if they do not run the compound, say if they run the racing soft, racing hard, I won't run the racing medium tonight, I can't be bothered, they'll get disqualified. No buts, they're disqualified from the race. They're disqualified from the race. So they're all waiting now. We're going to get this information up so you can see how the tyre wear is affecting the ballast of the top 8. Remember, KB and West technically are the ones to watch, because they're carrying that maximum ballast, and it's not easy to carry weight. I've done it once, and I admit I struggled, but these gentlemen here, they've done it for quite a while, the ballast side of things, so they're used to it, but they're not used to double the amount of ballast on the car, 108%. So that's double the increase from last season. So yeah, anyway, 5 minutes qualification. As we see the last round, LS Deno likes to come out the pit. So because LS Deno's come out the pits first, we are going to do a Lapio with him. Everyone knows the death chicane, but I don't call it death chicane, I call it the life chicane. You know me, if you know me, I just say opposite to what it really is, but let's call it life chicane, sorry, death chicane this evening. Let's call it death chicane. So Dragon Trolls Seaside, lights are they're gonna be fictional, not real life. It's made up by Podaquani GT Sport. They're like, yeah, you know, we'll just build a track on this island. Fictional, and they're enjoyable. That, you know, majority of them are better than real world circuits, to be honest with you. So at this moment in time, LS Deno, 106% for that ballast. He is carrying out maximum sorry, not the maximum, but he's second heaviest car on this track. I know we got West like KB, but I class that as 1. So you know, we've got LS Deno, he's second heaviest with 106%, and the top 2 guys 108. It always does produce good racing, and it always brings up the guys from the rear up towards the front. And it's always fascinating to see. It's the pro-am mixing with the pros, and like the pro-am saying, yeah, look at us, you know, we're going to challenge you. And who knows, you know, this is the first evening they're running this ballast. They didn't run it last week because it wasn't incurred last week. It was incurred from this round. Have they done all the practice they can to manage that ballast? Have they worked it out as a team? Because remember, it's a team event. Who knows? But what we will know is during the race, because at the start of the race, it's 15 minutes. It's slow pace, and then the pit stops will happen in the last 10 minutes, thereabouts. It's always been the same the last couple of seasons. It's always the last 10 minutes. It starts heating up, then it kicks off, and then you get the groups of cars battling, group of 4, group of 3, etc, etc. And it's always intriguing to see. And like I said, next week I won't be live. Next week. That'll be done post-race, but it'll still be uploaded to my YouTube. Do like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. I'm not the best out there, just give it my all. But yeah, apart from that, LS Deno, hot lap now. We're heading up to the notorious Death Chicane. When it goes wrong, it can go wrong. Let's see how he does this. He's heading up to it now. Remember, he's carrying that ballast as well. Slight lift off there. Oh, hit that curve and it sent the car out wide. But he kept it together. What can he do as they exit to the final corner? And again, you know, you could tell this car's carrying ballast the way it is. Oh, massive drift moment around that corner. So LS Dano now coming up to start finish line. What can he do? He has done a 1:37.998. Pilo's back. Pilo's back. So hope everything's okay, Pilo. He's in second position. He's carrying ballast as well. TKM Spatters carrying ballast like LS Deno. He's took provisional pole. 1:37.220. West in second, carrying out maximum ballast. Crowcrowd in third. He is Pro-Am and he is mixing it already early on in the qualification with the pro drivers. LS Deno now dropped down to 4. Pilo fifth. Valtteri in sixth position. Adam in seventh. Fat Picklesbro in eighth. Marshall in ninth. And he's got Ickle Pants behind him. So we've got a 3-car battle here. Greenpeace, bit of a slide on there. Bazinga's here. Hello, Bazinga. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well, Bazinga. KB to the rear. He's having issues, or is he just slowing up? I don't know what's happening with his wheel. He seems to be having trouble this evening. Maybe he's just going to do one hot lap. Maybe that's all he needs. So TKM Spatters on provisional pole. 33 hundredths of a second to his teammate, and it's very fascinating this, because West is carrying out maximum ballast. Remember, he's carrying maximum ballast and he's qualified at this precise time in second, and it's TKM 1 and 2 in qualification. Crowcrad is the surprise so far. So Crowcrad is in third, and I bet he's loving life in third position. LS Deno in fourth for 1:37.937, and unfortunately LS Deno is in fourth. Pilo in fifth. Valtteri in sixth, battling side by side there with Racing Snake. Adam in seventh, across the line now. He is still in seventh. Fat Pickles Road Dave finished. Marshall coming around the final corner now. What can Marshall do? Can Marshall improve on his time at all? Marshall with Ickle Pants up ahead. Someone has improved. Racing Snake at 1:44.30. What can Marshall do? Marshall has improved. He still stays in 10th. Dropped down to 11th. But where is KB? KB, where's KB? KB in 15. Heading through that death chicane now. Oh, wiggle on there through that chicane. Bazinga in 11th. Crowcrad still in that third position. So Crowcrad at this moment in time is in the top 3 in qualification. Can he keep it there for the whole 30 minutes of this race? KB now come around the final corner. What can he do? Can he smash a lap time? It looks like it's pretty quick, to be honest with you. 34, 35, 36, 37. This guy is unreal. When he's on it, he's on it. 1:36.777. One hot lap. And he's carrying that maximum ballast like Wes. I mean, are you sure you all got ballast in that car? Because the way you're driving them cars is just absolutely unbelievable. With that maximum ballast as well. I just don't know how they do it. I have no idea. But anyway, 30-minute race. 3 compounds. Racing soft, racing medium, racing hard got to be used. So pit stops will be happening. Crowcrad in 4th. Great result for Crowcrad there in 4th position. Fair play to him. He will be light, so he can technically get the jump off of the top 3. Will he get the jump? I think he will, you know. I think he will. I want to go on board with Crowcrad. What can Crowcrad do? Can Crowcrad jump these 3? They all jink to the right. Crowcrad looking to go for the middle of the 2 TKM boys. A little bit of contact there early on, but Crowcrad through the middle. Can he? Oh, what's going on back there? What's going on back there? Oh, nice and easy does it, boys. We're on the first lap. First couple of corners. Don't ruin your races early on, boys. Oh, massive moment there for Racing Snake. So Racing Snake unfortunately is falling right down. Sorry, it's Pilo, sorry. Pilo. So Pilo, unfortunately now, I think he's got something going on at home. So he's, I think he's got something going on at home. Right, so KB, TKM Spatters. Crowcrad up to 3rd. So Crowcrad went for the middle of the 2 TKM boys, and I thought it would pay off, but it didn't. So that it's unfortunate there, but he's still in 3rd. So he's got to jump on to West there, but Valtteri another one in that 5th position. Why haven't I got this up? So Valtteri's another one. Pilo's, yeah, I hope everything's okay, Pilo. Valtteri in that 4th position. Adam, sorry, Icklepants in 6th. So Icklepants in 6th. Remember last time out? He had a good race last time out. Can he do one better this evening around the Dragon Trail Seaside? Racing Snake in 7th. Got it all to do for Idlefork Gaming for your teammate having a few troubles at home. Then we've got Adam in 8th. Then we've got Facrbook as well in 9th. Mixing it here with Rob. Rob pulls to the right, making it 3 abreast. They head to the final corner. Can Rob get his position done? He has indeed. He has indeed. LS Steno's having a nightmare at the minute. He's in 10th position, battling their way with Facrbook's Row and Adam there. Adam in the mix. LS Steno now up to 8th. He's struggling with that ballast. This is what I mean. See, the weight, the fuel, the tyre wear. It's about managing everything. So KB, just under a second there from TK and Spatters. 27 minutes to go. Well, we'll call it 28 actually. TK and Spatters is settling at the minute, ladies and gentlemen. So you see this, you just see a settle happen now. Valtteri drifting around that corner, up to 4, Valtteri. Can we pick that overtake up? Oh, already done, already done. So I missed that overtake. Valtteri up to 4th, wow. Fast enough in a minute. KB at 1:43.701. Yeah, Valtteri and Crowcrad. These two at the minute, I know they've got to do their compounds, but racing medium they're both on. They could technically do the racing hard and finish on the racing soft and still mix it. West in 6th, so West is struggling a little bit, but LS Steno is slowly making his way through now. He's got past Racing Snake, so LS Steno now up to 7th position. Racing Snake in 8th. Adam in 9th. Facrbook's Row just behind there in 10th position. So Facrbook's Row for Team We Are Driven. Sitting behind Adam, just waiting patiently on the racing hard. So maybe do the racing hard, medium and soft at the end. Rob in 11th position, because Rob was mixing it as well. And again, he's trying to go down the middle there of Adam and Dave. Will he do it? No, he does not. He jinxes the inside there of Adam. Does he pull it off? They're side by side. They exit the final corner. They head uphill. The left king coming out now. They go around that to the start timing line now. Who will come out on top? We have Rob still on the inside there of both of them. He's got Adam. Can he get Dave? Facrbook's Row. Facrbook's Row in 9th now. So Facrbook's Row now looking to put the attention onto Racing Snake then 8th position. So Rob still in that 10th position. They're still battling away. We've got technically a 5-car battle for this 8th position. Dave down the inside there of Racing Snake. Can Dave pull it off? He does indeed, but will Rob follow him through to take that 9th off of Racing Snake? So Rob's following Dave through, and can he get it? No, because Racing Snake just sits in behind Facrbook's Row Dave there. Great battling from these gentlemen right about now. Marshall in the background, so Marshall's in the mix now. Adam in 11th, Marshall in 12th. He's in prime attack mode, so Marshall can quite possibly, if he does it right, works it out right. I know he's on the racing hard, but he could quite potentially gain a few positions from this. Bazinga slowly making his way up as well, so Bazinga in 13th and Greenpeace for his final outing in BGWT in 14th position. So let's go back to this. This is quite fascinating. I know we've probably got battles going on at the front, but this is quite close for the Pro-Am boys. So we have got Adam there in 11th position. He's the pro boy, if you remember. So he's mixing with the Pro-Am boys right about now, but it's still early on in. 25 minutes to go of this race. So Adam. Then we have got Facrbook's Row Dave up to 8th now. So Racing Snake slowly behind him, but again Rob looking for that move on the inside there. Racing Snake, but Adam behind in 11th position. Again he wants that position done, but they dive into the bits. They've done the 3 laps on that tyre, so now they can now switch. At the front we go. KB now heading out that first chicane, drifting that car. TK and Spatters as well drifting that car. Crowcrad still there, waiting patiently behind. I think he's going to pit when these two pit, you know. Valtteri in 4th position, West in 5th, LS Steno in 6th position. Just playing it nice and steady at the minute. And with cars spinning behind, he can push it a little bit more. Facrbook's Row will be pushing it as well on the racing hard. How far can he go into this race? Has he worked it out in his head? Because he is Mr. Sweaty with the fuel, but would he be Mr. Sweaty with the tyres as well? We'll wait and see. So Marshall there in 8th. Marshall in 8th. Facrbook's, sorry, Icklepants in 9th. Racing Snake in 10th. What's happened? Who's that gone off track? Rob, what happened there? Wow. It's like he had some massive brake failure. On with Rob now. Did he get caught out? Oh, he hit that curb and that slingshot the car out wide. Oh, so now Rob's got it all to do. Where he was mixing it, you see what I mean? It takes one little thing to go wrong, and it can go wrong, and it'll affect your race that bad. And now they got to concentrate, compose themselves, not get too angry and frustrated, and just try and focus and gain that time back up from what they lost by having that off. So these three now, so KB is settled now. TK and Spanish has managed to pull that bit of a gap from Crowcrowd. So they've settled. So I think Crowcrowd as well himself is backed off that accelerator, just managing that tyre wear, because as you can see now, the 4 tyre images down at your bottom left of your screen, the redness is the wear. So the wear is now coming to effect for drivers. West there drifting. So by him drifting, it's going to wear the rear tyres even more, because that's going to help Valtteri. Valtteri there in 5th position can see this up ahead, because West, remember, he is carrying maximum ballast, and he seems to be at this moment in time struggling with that maximum ballast on that car. So Valtteri, you know, it's his perfect opportunity now, ideally, just to pass West if he can, safely that is. Elestano, he's still there, and you know, I don't think he's a fan of the ballast, but is managing it as well. I think I overheard him saying at some point he prefers the racing hard when they do the feature race, so let's see what he can do on the racing hard. Icklepants in 7th on the racing medium now, so 22 minutes to go. Racing soft he may finish on. Facrbook Road Dave, yeah, I think Dave's going to finish on the racing soft, because Dave, if I remember right, is quite a bit of a fan of this track. Racing Snake in 9th. Marshall, so Dave's teammate Marshall is in that 10th, and he can see Racing Snake up ahead. It's unfolding a little bit, and Bazinga there in 11th. So Bazinga in 11th, he's pitted as well. With Rob having that off has cost him quite a bit of time, because Bazinga's even jumped Rob there. So Rob in 12th and Adam in 13th. Adam in 13th now pitted. He will now be pushing it a little bit more. Let's see what he can do. Greenpeace now in 14th position, pitted as well. So KB isn't pitting yet. He's worked it out, and he's like, right, I'm gonna do this, that, and I'll come out here. So it's all about, you know, like a human calculator in your head, working it all out as you go around, or worked it out previously, turn around as teammates do. Crowcrowd there in 3rd position. Gain that time back to TKM Spadders in that 2nd. So Crowcrowd, it's increasing and decreasing in certain sections. So yeah, Crowcrowd is slowly catching to the rear of West there again. But I think Crowcrowd's up to a little bit of a game here. I think he's going to pit when TKM Spadders pit. I can see this battle ongoing until the final minute of this race. West in 4th is now falling into the hands of Valtteri. So Valtteri is on the racing medium, and that wear is coming into effect now. But we've got Elestano in that 6th position. Icklepants in 7th. Remember, he's pitted already, so he's on the racing medium. 20 minutes to go. Facrbook Road Dave pitted already, and Racing Snake and Marshall's pitted as well. Behind we have got Bazinga. Bazinga put into the right for some reason, but Rob is trying to gain that a few positions back off of Bazinga and maybe Marshall, but it's a big ask, you know. So they still got to do pit stops, mandatory pit stops they got to do for them compounds. Then we have Adam there in 13th position, and unfortunately Greenpeace still in 14th. As I say, it's his last outing. We do wish him all the best. We do wish him all the best. So KB not pitting yet on the racing soft, so he's got to finish technically on a slower tyre than these boys, because they will do the racing hard in their first pit stop. Crowcrowd has got on by now, so Crowcrowd is looking to increase that gap. And can I pit that overtake up? No, that overtake was already done. So now Crowcrowd can increase that gap to TKM Spadders, but Spadders being Spadders, Mr. Sparrow, won't give up so easy. The Spadders will keep on fighting Crowcrowd. So as you see, like as I said earlier on in the race, the first 15 minutes won't be so hectic. I know it is further back, but LS Deno is slowly gaining now to the back of Valtteri's struggling a little bit with that tyre there. Maybe it's a time for him now just to pit for a fresh set of tyres and push it for a little bit and try and gain that time back to LS Deno. Who knows? I'm not them. They know the strategies in their head. I'm just guessing it here. I normally get it sort of right. I normally get it sort of wrong as well. So Fat Biggles, bro, he's having a quiet race at the minute. It was heated earlier on, but he's managed to pull that gap to Racing Snake. So Dave, Fat Biggles, bro, is yeah, he's doing well. Racing Snake coming through the depth chicane now. Marshall backing off. You can hear it in my headphones, and I can hear him backing off that accelerator. I don't know what's going on with Marshall. Maybe looking after them tyres as well. Bazinga battling now with Rob. Rob again pulling to the inside around the final corner. Can Rob get his position over Bazinga? Will Bazinga fight back? Bazinga will fight back. So Bazinga and Rob battling out for 11 for 12. Can Bazinga get the jump onto Rob as they head to the start timing line now? Bazinga's in the slipstream. Remember, these cars are light, so they are battling it out. So Bazinga, where will he dive? Down the inside maybe. So Bazinga down the inside there of Rob. But Rob has got maybe the better line into the chicane. No, Rob backs out of it quite early, but Bazinga overshot himself. Brake way too late. Now he's into the gravel. Very unfortunate indeed. Having a good race then, and he spins it around into the barriers. So now, unfortunately, now Bazinga got a bit of work to do to get back up there. Crowcrad and TKM Spadders are still having this little private battle. 17 minutes to go. Still not pitted, like KB are still not pitted, but it's 6.4 second gap between Crowcrad and KB. So KB, I think he's going to dive into the pits now. Yeah, that front left tyre of his is having a bit of an effect on his car now. Will he dive into the pits? He doesn't dive into the pits, so he's proving me wrong in a minute. So 3, so you work out 3. So technically that's, yeah, he's got enough time to do the 2 compounds and come back out. Where, we don't know, because these 2 boys have pitted now. Where will that promote LS Deno's into the pits as well? Valtteri into the pits. Icklepants is the one to watch, ladies and gentlemen. So Icklepants, remember, he pitted quite early, so he could quite possibly get the jump, because I know it's only tyres they have to change. Where would he come out? So Icklepants, this has worked out perfectly for Icklepants. So Icklepants is right into the mix now. West just coming out of the pits. Icklepants coming around the right kink now. Yes, there is Wes. There is Wes. He's got the jump onto LS Deno. So he's got the jump onto LS Deno. So Wes is up to 5th, and Dave as well. Actually, Dave up to 6th. So Dave has got the jump onto LS Deno as well, and Valtteri. So Dave, what have these come out on? LS Deno on the racing hard. So Fat Pickles Road Dave can technically, he will actually finish on the racing soft. So LS Deno is going to lose time over Fat Pickles Road Dave. He's on the racing hard. Valtteri as well. Racing Snake, where are you? There's Valtteri just up ahead, and there's Racing Snake just behind in 9th. This is playing perfectly actually because KB's going to have to pit. He'll just come out maybe a little bit ahead of Crowcrad there in 2nd. But on the racing hard, these 2 are pushing it, aren't they? Absolutely pushing it right about now. So KB, I think he'll come out a couple of seconds ahead of Crowcrad and TKM Spadders, because it was actually, he's going to be more than that. KB's into the pits now. They've just gone through the death chicane. KB getting his tyres changed. He's just arrived now. Crowcrad is coming around the final corner. KB is just getting his tyres changed. He's being released. Yeah, he's kept that gap, hasn't he? He may have increased it actually by a second or 2. Let's have a look now. So Crowcrad coming up to the timing line now. KB 9. Yeah, so KB actually extended that gap. No, not by much actually. It's falling. Stayed the same. For when KB pitted just then, and when these 2 pitted previously, the gap was around about 6.6. So it stayed the same. So depending how KB gets on with the racing hard, I know these 2 are on it, but remember, these 2 can finish on the racing soft, Crowcrad and TKM Spadders. Well, like KB, he's going to finish on the racing medium. So these 2 will still finish on the racing soft. Icklepants is one to watch as well. West on the racing hard, so West could quite possibly be in the mix as well. But I've just got a feeling Crowcrad and TKM Spadders I don't know, something's going on here with these two. I know they're a different team, but I sense something. And I think they're trying to close the gap onto KB, and that's going to be difficult on the racing hard. Because these two pitted earlier than KB. So they're going to pit earlier than KB for the racing soft. So again, on the racing soft, which is the faster tyre than the two. Yes, Darren. That's your maths done for the day. Thank you very much. So when they come out in the racing soft, KB's still going to have to do a couple of laps on the racing hard. So the racing soft is around about 2 seconds quicker than the racing hard. If I'm wrong, just let me know. But I think that's right. So TK and Spatters and even Icklepants is now pushing it. So Icklepants is pushing it. West is just sitting behind Icklepants, getting that slipstream, and again looking after them tyres. So lifting coast where he can, or lean it to 2 or 3. Just to manage that tyre and just sit behind ever so nicely. Fat Bookers Row in 6th, LS Deno in 7th. So LS Deno in 7th. He's another one. He's on the racing hard, and he's going to finish on the racing soft like Dave. When? We're not sure. 12 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the round 2 of the feature race at Dragon Trail Seaside MvP Racing BGWT Season 11. I'm Idleful Gaming, Darren Baldwin. Been doing commentary for these for the past 3 seasons. Like, comment, subscribe. It all helps, and I do appreciate it ever so much. I do. But anyway, Greenpeace in 14th. He's quiet, but the gap between him and Bazinga is 18 seconds. So KB heading through the light chicane now, and again TK and Spatters has put his foot down. So around about 10 to 8 minutes, I think they'll pit again. 10-minute mark. So I think they'll pit the 10-minute mark. They'll put on the racing soft. Crowcrowd ideally needs to get up closer to TK and Spatters if he can, because he can on the racing soft. Because remember, TK and Spatters is carrying that ballast. KB is maximum, remember, and like West in that 5th, he's the maximum as well. Ickleback. So West dives into the pits. Fat Bookers Row stays out, so we'll be promoted. Actually. Wow. So TK and Spatters is in the pits. So TK and Spatters in the pits. So TK and Spatters is trying to. He's now dropped down to 9th. He's trying to get the overcut onto KB and Crowcrowd. I see this happening now. Will it work? We don't know. I don't know, but I think the only person that knows is Mr. Adam Sparrow. Icklepants as well. When Icklepants pits, where will he come out? Will he come out in this mix? Or will they pit all together like they did before? We got a absolutely mega battle forming here for the win of this race. Race to Snake. Rob and West spanning out. So Rob is trying to overtake West. West is on the Fresher Racing soft. 27 seconds behind the leader. Crowcrowd is in 2nd. Icklepants in 3rd. Marshall in 10th. Rob in 9th. West in that 8th. Valtteri now in 11th on the racing soft. So Valtteri ideally can push it. But Marshall is another one that can push it as well. Valtteri looking to the inside there. Marshall breaks a little bit late. But Valtteri in the inside. And then side by side. A little bit of contact there. Door banging. KB into the pits. Crowcrowd into the pits. So Marshall just backed out of it. Yeah, he's backed out of it. LS Deno. Where is TK and Spatters? He is now coming towards the start finish line. KB has just been released. TK and Spatters. Crowcrowd is down to 3rd. West is 4th. Oh, racing medium there for KB. Right, 4.9. Nah, this ain't over. This is not over. This is not over. KB 4.8 to TK and Spatters. Crowcrowd being harassed now by West. They're both on the racing soft. Who can keep the final podium spot? I think Crowcrowd ideally will want the final podium position. West in 4th. Icklepants in 5th. Robin 6th, Fat Pickles Road in 7th, Elesteno winner last time out in 8th. What can Elesteno do? Because he's got the fast Fat Pickles Road and Rob up ahead and Icklepants. Can Elesteno gain a few positions? Valtteri in 9th, Marshall in 10th, Racing Snake in 11th, Bazinga in 12th, 13th, Adam in 12th, Greenpeace in 14th. 4.4, so already Ticket and Spiders Adam was took half a second out of KB. West has got the jump onto Crowcrab, but Crowcrab would ideally be looking for that final podium spot off of West. Icklepants is going to try and pressure, Fat Pickles Road Dave is trying to pressure Icklepants for that 5th. Robin 7th, Valtteri in 8th, Elesteno in 9th. So he's dropping back now. Marshall in that 10th, Racing Snake in 11th, Adam in 12th, Bazinga in 13th, Greenpeace in 14th position. Last lap we're going to do a bit of time with Greenpeace. As I say, it's his last outing for the BGWT. So Robin to the pits, 3.6. So over a single lap, this man here has took a second out of KB. 136.072. So this ballast is having an effect onto KB. TK and Spades is looking for the win of this race. His teammate is in 3rd, but his teammate is being harassed by Crowcrab, and Crowcrab wants that final podium position. But by these battling, Icklepants will be there, sit behind these two, just biding his time and waiting. So Crowcrab in that 4th, he's in that perfect opportunity now to dive down the inside, because TK and Spada is just up the road. Will Crowcrab dive down the inside? West nicely does it there. A bit slidey backendy, that's because of the ballast onto the car. Back we go, because we've got Icklepants just slowly catching through here, Crowcrab. This is interesting, At the front we go, quickly, 3-second gap, 6 minutes to go. So already, 1.9 seconds over 2 laps. Unreal. Again, 3.2, so it's increased, and now it's decreasing again. TK and Spadders is looking for the victory. West is now breaking away slowly from Crowcrab, but Crowcrab has got the attention of Icklepants. So Icklepants in that 5th position can see 3rd and 4th. So Icklepants ideally could get that final podium spot. Down we go. Fat Pickles Road Dave in 6th, breaking away from Valtteri. Elesteno coming under pressure now from Marshall. So Elesteno isn't enjoying life with that ballast at all. Marshall is looking to overtake Elesteno. Can Marshall do it? Marshall backs out early. He could have gone for it, but he thought better of it. So Marshall could quite possibly get that 8th off of Elesteno. Up the front we go. 2.7 second gap between KB and TK and Spadders. Just over 5 minutes to go. West there a further 3.6 back from TK and Spadders. Crowcrab a half a second back from West. Icklepants in 5th, slowly closing to the rear of Crowcrab there. But Dave as well. Dave, Fat Pickles Road 2.4 behind Icklepants. Valtteri a further 9, so he won't be able to do that. But Marshall has fallen back now from Elesteno. Marshall was attacking Elesteno, but unfortunately he's lost a bit of time, so he's fallen back. Racing Snake in 10th, Robin 11th, Adam in 12th, Bazinga 13th, and Greenpeace in 14th position. KB 2.5, 2.5, 2.8, 2.5, 2.8, 2.5, up and down, TK and Spadders, West 3.1. Crowcrab is back in the slipstream of West. Now Crowcrab wants that final podium spot, and he just breezes on by down the inside. But West will give up a fight as well. West down the inside there of Crowcrab. A little bit of contact. Forces Crowcrab a little bit wide. So Crowcrab up to 3rd now. So he's got that final podium position. West isn't liking that maximum balance on that car. So Crowcrab now, can he gain ever so slightly to the back of TK and Spadders? Icklepants in that 5th. Dave, Fat Pickles Road, 2 seconds now. So half a second over half a lap out of Icklepants. Valtteri in 7th position. Again, good points. Elesteno in 8th. Up the front we go, 2.3. TK and Spiders can now see KB even closer up ahead in that first position. Back we go, and Crowcrowd drop it downhill as well, and West, and Icklepants as well. So this isn't over for the final podium position. TK and Spiders is pushing. Crowcrowd is coming under pressure now from West and Icklepants. Crowcrowd, can he keep that third? He's wanting that third. If you keep that third, Crowcrowd, I'll buy you a cake mix so you can bake it at home. West there into the barrier. On the exit of that death chicane, I need a drink really. Oh god. So West into the barrier on the exit, so that's slowed him down, so he's lost a few temps there over Crowcrowd. Whoa, what is going on here? Oh, Icklepants into the death chicane. Oh no. As I say, you know, he's having a good night. He hits into the death chicane and he got that damage onto the car, and now that damage has self-repaired itself. So unfortunately now Icklepants has now fallen down to 7th, and that's promoted. West was in 4th anyway, but that's promoted Fat Biggles Road Dave up to 5th, Valtteri up to 6th, Icklepants now down to 7th, and he is now pressuring Valtteri for that 6th position, so he wants that position back off of Valtteri. But remember, Valtteri won't give up so easily. Up we go. We have got a 2.2 second gap. They will be maybe a 1 lap after the next lap. We'll wait and see. TK and Spiders 2. Crowcrowd closing that gap to TK and Spiders, but Crowcrowd is bringing West along with him in that 4th position. Fat Biggles Road Dave in that 5th, 3.2. So he's lost a little bit of time, lost a little bit of ground, but still that's good points with Team We Are Driven. And again, Valtteri in that 6th, good points with Digital Car Culture, but he's got the attention of Icklepants Mass Motorsport in that 7th. Then we've got LS Deno in 8th, Rob in 9th, Racing Snake in 10th, Marshall in 11th, Adam having a bit of a struggle this evening in that 12th position, but I'm sure he'll come back next week, but I'll find out once I check the replays out. Bazinga in 13th, Repeats in 14th. Up we go, KB 1.3. They are now on to the final lap of the feature race, round number 2 at Dragon Trail Seaside. The win's not over. The podiums are not over. Dave, a bit too far back now to challenge for that final podium spot, but West again drifting around that corner. So TK and Spiders 2, KB is a 0.8, under a second now. TK and Spiders is in that prime attack mode to get that position off of KB, but again they got to manage that fuel to the end because they are flashing. The fuel lights are flashing. Crowcrowd can push it that little bit more. He's got enough fuel just to push it a little bit more. TK and Spiders behind KB now. Now he's looking for that first position off of KB, and when he gets almost onto that gravel, look at the difference in the ballast, 106 to 108. So TK and Spiders looking for that switchback onto KB, but KB is defending that corner, and they are now nose to tail heading towards the death chicane. Who will come out on top? KB in first, TK and Spiders in second. Oh, easy does it. Wobble on there from the car. TK and Spiders is now or never, my son. Can you dive down the inside of KB? Will KB allow you, or will KB cover off that final corner? TK and Spiders is looking for it. So TK and Spiders down the inside there of KB. They are now side by side as they exit the final corner, and KB got in front again. So KB heading towards the start timing line now. KB, brilliant win there from KB. TK and Spiders in second, great racing. Crowcrowd in third, West in 4th. Fat Pickles Road there in 5th, well done. Handbrake turn like normal. Icklepants in 6th. Coming to cross the line now. At that moment into the death chicane cost him massively. He could have fought for that final podium spot. Icklepants in 6th, Valtteri in 7th, LS Deno in 8th, Racing Snake coming up now in that 9th position. Rob in 10th, Marshall coming in 11th, Adam in 12th. Cross the line now in 12th. Bazinga in 13th, but this man here, all the best to you, Steve Greenpeace. Your final outing for the BGWT due to work. I'm sure you'll be back one day, but much respect to you, my man. Bazinga coming through now. But yeah, he's been here for quite a while. Work commitments have now gotten away of his racing. So he's hung up his gloves. Maybe see him back in a few seasons' time, who knows. But for everyone, from MVP, from me, all the best to you, my friend. So Bazinga now coming around the final corner, over the timing line in 13th, and then Greenpeace for his final time with a BGWT, crossing the line now in 14th position. So well done, Steve. Handbrake turn there, great one. Well done, Steve. But well done, KB. Well done, TK and Spatters. Well done, Crowcrad. Your top three. Again, again, a brilliant performance by MVP. This is what I mean. They produced the goods. Just gutted I can't be here next Sunday. But as I say, check out that post-race replay. We will now go through the final results. A few words from me to Greenpeace. Rob's left the room. So final results, the final resultio. KB just about hold on for the win of that race from TK and Spatters. Crowcrad, brilliant result for Crowcrad there in third. Prime driver, mix it with the pros, so he's in third. West in fourth. Dave, good points haul for Dave as well in fifth. Icklepants in sixth. Valtteri in seventh. LS Steno in eighth. Racing Snake in ninth. Robin in 10th. Master in 11th. Adam in 12th. Bazinga 13th. And Greenpeace, a man himself, last outing for MVP Racing BGWT in 14th position. Fastest lap was done by Crowcrad. Extra point for you, my son. A 1:35.980 on lap number 15. Fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm going to quickly... Give me a kiss. What, quickly?
Crash downstairs.
Crash?
Outside.
What was that?
The green is where you entrance.
Yeah.
Car crash there.
Oh, okay. Alright, love you, baby.
You see it, you'll see it when you come down.
Alright, no. Alright, let me quickly see if I can.
Still on YouTube.
Let me see if I can quickly. So I can quickly. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. I thought he was still in the room, but he's gone. But yeah, Greenpeace, unfortunately, I don't think he's in the chat. So I was going to pop in there, but I don't think he's in. I just had a look. But great night from MVP boys. Greenpeace, all the best, my friend. I look forward to seeing you in the future. As I say, next week I'm not here for a live, so I'll do the post race. But if anyone wants to do the live to cover me for one evening, they're welcome to. But I want my job back the following week. So if you want to do a bit of live comments at MVP, if they agree to it, you can take my place for the weekend. But if not, I will be doing the post race replay in the week after. But apart from that, you've watched MVP, you know what to do. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. Like the video as well. Turn that bell on, and I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. But apart from that, enjoy the Euro tennis tournament. But that's all from me. You all take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye.